Hello everyone, Tactical H here, and welcome back to another Total War Warhammer multiplayer stream. Today we are doing something different. Today's April Fool's, so it's meme tourney time. This time we're not doing like a regular faction wars. No, you're not building an army for yourself, but instead you're building an army for your opponent. And as you can see here, we are we're seeing some pretty weird army builds on both sides. And yeah, I'm not gonna block the army builds because there's a reason for this. Actually, let me just quickly drop in the stream link to some other servers as well. Gonna plug myself to get a few more viewers here and get some funny meme tournament action going for everyone. Hopefully, yep. Give me a quick sec. Right. Yeah, let me just quickly drop in. Sorry, I'm really bad at multitasking. So, let me just post my link a couple times, and yeah, we're back on the battlefield. Looks like the players are loading for now, so we're not really in a rush. Yeah. So basically, this special tourney has, of course, special rules. We're in April Fool's, so we can't just be doing normal stuff. It's too boring. Instead, players will have to design an army based on the default unit caps and a minimum of 400 unit models for each army. And there are no other rules for army builds. They can do whatever they want. The catch is, you're not gonna use your own army. You'll be using your opponent's army and vice versa. Your opponent will be using the army you designed. So the idea is both sides will be making their armies as stupid as possible and minimizing the army's win chance as they'll be facing off their own creation. It looks like we have two players here. Strevlat designing the Grand Cathay army played by Angel over here. We have front line of Dangao Grenadiers supported by two Astro Mensa on their compass. And both sides are bringing Comet and, of course, the bound Celestial Lightning stuff. And supported by two firing rockets. So a lot of firepower with two hot air balloons as well. That's a lot of firepower, but unfortunately there's nothing to defend them. While on the other side, Queen Bess. And we are seeing a... Is that a quad bloat or a penta bloat? That's a quad bloat. Of course, you can't have a trash army meme build without... meme army without seeing a bloaty spam, and I very much respect that. As for the Vampire Coast army played by Strevlet, designed by Angel, front line of pirate deckhand mobs, second line of gunnery mobs, bombers, and then third line of mortars. Actually, this army, I think they will have a pretty good chance to win out against the Grand Cathay army, the Cathayans. There's no spellcaster here. The idea is if you bring a spellcaster, you will have to bring at least a spell, but if you don't bring a spellcaster, then you're just wasting all that winds of magic generated throughout the battle, and also kind of accounted for in the unit cost. So yeah, Gallows Giant providing some very solid single entity firepower and fighting power. Morngol Hunter and Luther Harkon. I feel like the Vampire Coast should be able to annihilate the Grand Cathayans, ground forces with no issues at all. The problem is, maybe perhaps a Sky Lantern can pick off quite a bit of units on the other side. There's nothing to counteract those Sky Lanterns in the skies, in the air. But if the whole ground force got wiped, then the Grand Cathay army, well, there goes the Grand Cathay army kind of thing, right? Alright. Anyways, looks like the battle have started. I'm not gonna put up the army blocker in the battle today because there's no point. Both sides are gonna use. Everyone will know what everyone's playing anyway, so there's no point blocking. And you can see the firing rockets already annihilating those poor fellas. Yeah, absolutely annihilating those poor zombies on the ground. Even the freaking mortar crew got lit up hard, but at the same time, the mortars and Queen Bess herself is doing a lot of work. They're deleting some Nangao Grenadiers already, and the others are not doing too hot either. The firing rockets, it's a battle of artillery. You don't usually see it. Oh, wait, hold on. What are you doing, Queen Bess? You need to switch targets. You need to switch targets! I mean, be shoot at the firing rockets at this point, because they are hurting the units, hurting the ground forces. Oh god! Oh god, the Gallows Giant closes in, and Nangao Grenadiers are marching forward and just getting absolutely lit up. They need to hold back and just let the Sky Lanterns do all the damage. Poke. Oh, we missed the bloat! We missed the bloat! Alright, more bloat going in. This time we didn't miss it, and absolutely farts and kills everything on that Nangao Grenadier. Now, the first line of Nangao Grenadiers are completely wiped out. It's just the artillery still left on the ground. Yeah, Angel is in a pretty big trouble right now because if they don't... Oh, is that a comment of missing Dora? 2 comments? It hits the Gallows Giant and knocks out a good chunk of his HP. Oh boy. But yeah, the firing rockets did a lot of good damage, but the problem is just the front line. Wait, well, there's no front line anymore. I mean, what front line? What front line? And then, yeah, more comments. Oh wait, lightning. Is that a comet or a? That might be a comet that misses. And yeah, comet. He still smashes quite a good chunk of their deck and mobs, and another comet, but this time didn't hit as nicely against the Gallows Giant, and most of the damage was wasted. Unfortunately, you need a direct hit for that damage to really come through. Like the Comet of Cassandra, almost 1,000 range damage on a direct hit with 50% armor piercing. It can do some good work, but unfortunately, ooh, more lightning. Yeah, both sides having some really solid AoE damage, and it's really a question of who can stand longer there. Who can weather the storm better against the enemy artillery. It looks like Queen Bess is still pretty much intact, and the mortars are pushing up. Firing rockets continue to fire, but unfortunately not doing a whole lot against the Gallows Giant. Probably would be better to just shoot at those mortars. As the Vampire Coast do have a lot of range assets. Oh, another comet. Striking that zombie pirate gunnery mob. Striking that bomber mob and doing some pretty nasty damage. Lose the Harkon going after the Astromancer, who's too slow to walk away from the Foot Lord there. Of course, the triple Sky Lanterns are still poking, and they're all mostly aiming down. Oh, wait. This Sky Lantern should be shooting at the... Just shoot the Gallows Giant! Don't do that! Don't waste your ammo on bomber mobs. Just fly over and drop bombs. Oh well. Yeah, definitely should have just aimed down to the Gallows Giant. And the Cafe Ground Forces, I feel like what would have been a better idea for this situation is set up your rockets far away from each other and just keep shooting. Because that way the zombies are very slow. They won't be quite able to get close. March over to the rockets in time, and yeah, it would be a bit harder for them to completely push back. Whoa! That comet one shot, one shot Queen Bess. My God! Oh God! All right, that's a funny one. Okay. Every day you learn something new. You can one shot a Queen Bess with a Comet of Cassandra. That is beautiful. I did not know that. That actually is quite interesting. Anyways, the Sky Lanterns are pretty much the only thing left on the cafe inside. Wait, what? Oh, the bombers are catching up to the rocket crew and just lighting them up. Oh, yeah, Cafe is in big trouble. They are running out of ground forces to keep them in the game, and then soon after that, they are gonna start getting hit by that leadership debuff. They need to start running those firing rockets all the way to the other side of the map. They need to keep running and stay away from those bomber mobs. But right now, yeah, or else they will lose their only chance of keeping their units in a fight. Oh wait, nope, never mind. The Mongol hunter is hunting them down. So yeah, I think that is gonna be GG there. With the Grand Cafes The hot air balloons can't carry a day this time. Just casually tanking water shots like it's nothing. Wait, what the hell are these lanterns made of? They're supposed to be like cloth. Like it should be some kind of fabric. It's gonna be very tough fabric, but you can't just casually tank metal cannonballs like it's nothing. What the fuck, bro? Anyways, that is gonna be. Hey, David, how are you doing? But yeah, it's gonna be GG, I think. Yeah. With all their ground units gone, they're just not gonna hang around. Yeah. Their balloons are just gonna slowly get ticked off by a timer. Oh shit, I forgot to save my game. I need to save the replay because I definitely want to check it out. It's quite ridiculous, not gonna lie. Right, let me see. Trash built tourney. Trash tourney. Round 1 Grand Cathay versus Vampires. There we go. Yep. The Sky Lanterns are really carrying, but the problem is their ground forces couldn't hang around long enough for the Sky Cannons to, Sky Lanterns to do a little bit more damage. And as you can see, the Gallows Giant, Necrofast Colossus, and did a lot of damage. But yeah, Bloaty Boys. Some of them got some good hits, but mostly just really Vampire Coast having a much better army to just plow straight through the Grand Cathay ground forces, and the Grand Cathay forces just don't have anything to stop them without their cheap chaff spear lines and whatnot. Oh, I assume this username. I assume that's Stravelet, right? Hello. Wait, hold on. Is this Strafflet or is it another? Wait, hold on. Sorry, wait, this is not Strafflet for sure. Are you? Sorry, what? Okay, so what I'm seeing here, unfortunately, YouTube is not showing the usernames properly for me. All I'm seeing is like the tag, the user tag. So I can't really. It's a lot of numbers and letters that I can't really make out. Yeah, I can't. Misfit Rebel. I think that is how what it should be. But yeah, hello. I can't really see the actual username here, unfortunately. YouTube being dumb here and not showing the usernames correctly, unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, that is our first game of the first round. We're also playing in a tourney, but unfortunately our opponent in the first round, Milky Way Frog, and he is dealing with some technical difficulties, and hopefully he'll be back in the next round. Yeah, give me a second. But yeah. The other battle in the same round is also still ongoing, so I'm gonna go back and check out the Bloaty Boys blowing up. Honestly, as even if I play against this Cathay army, I have no idea if I can actually win this or not. Yeah, all right. So the Bloaties are getting poked, but they are moving into the front line there. There are 4 Bloaty Boys. Alright, the bombs, the Nangal grenade. Oh, that still doesn't help. The Nangal grenades, I might have detonated the Bloated Boys, but the AoE of the Bloated Boys are just so wide, it killed them either ways. Alright, yeah, the Bloated Corpses, like, they killed it right when the Bloated Corpse was in front of their formation, but the AoE still covered like most of their formation and knocked out that unit either ways. And the Bloated Corpses absolutely demolished the Nangal Grenadier front line. Boom. This one didn't get hurt as badly, actually. Funny enough. And I'm gonna fast forward until we see a Until we see the Comet of Cassandra right on this Queen Bess. Oh, come on. Give me a spell. Oh! Oh shit! The Comet was aiming for the crew at the back, but because of the angle it comes in from, it just collides with the Queen Bess model. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. Holy, that bloater done good damage too, considering. That's the one. Nice, nice. Ah, good thing I got it. Hope that bloater does. Yeah, that bloater really did good damage. Like it just, the area of effect is just too wide, man. And well, the grenadiers are too fragile. All right, I'm gonna look at it one more time. The Comet, I mean, because you don't see a Comet wrecking a Queen Bess every day. Both options are very rarely seen in actual combat, after all. And yeah, for those who might be worried about like the tournament might be ongoing and whatnot, don't worry about it. We are not seeing combat for a while. Actually, hold on. I think round 2 just came up. All right, cool. We watch this again and go back to tournament admins because I think we need to sort out one of the players. They might be dealing with technical difficulties or something. All right. We'll check out the Comet once more. Alright, here it comes, here it comes. It was aiming for the crew, it hoped to destroy the crew, but here comes the big rock! It collided with the... It managed to strike the artillery piece regardless and just knocked it out. I mean, it didn't kill the crew at all. It just collided with the... Queen Bess itself and killed it. That was funny. Alright, the bloated corpse isn't a meme, it has chevrons on it. Yeah, extra stats, boy. Extra leadership before it goes boom. Alright, let me just quickly check with, I'm gonna do some furious typing right now because I just need to do manage a bit of tournament admin due to technical difficulties from one of the players. So, pardon me for a second. Alright, we are up against Powerjan. Now, speaking of Powerjan, I do wonder what he thinks about the Chainsaw Man Part 2 ending. It's definitely, I don't know if anyone here, I don't know if anyone here is, oh, hold on, trash built. I don't know if anyone here is interested in Chainsaw Man, the manga, at all, but yeah, it's the manga ended, and it was a point of contention among a lot of people. Yeah, give me a second. My opponent wants to see the build. I need to take Power's army, which is I think his army. I think I have a pretty good chance against this elite Nobbler army of a lot of Nobblers. Let me just bring out the Tomb Kings and then what's on? That is a very good. Wait, hold on. What? Why do you give him such good spells and like this is? You even give me Chariot of the Gods. Whoa, that is not a trash build at all. Whoa, Chariot of the Gods, both of the abilities. Dude, you're being too nice to your opponent's power. Yeah, Power's army is strong, man. All right, cool. What is the rest of the army now? That is honestly a very. It feels like a very normal. Yeah, it feels like a very normal Tomb King's Rush army. Like, so many Washaptis, man. He even gave me the range version of Washaptis. Power, you're too generous. You're too generous with your builds. Oh, 1,000. Yeah, that's exactly what. Power's too. Alright, oh man, your TK build is too generous. I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. Wait, sorry. My bad. My bad. Got the wrong build. Alright, cool. Let me just set things up. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this build. Like, I've got infantry, I've got monsters, and I even have like long range firepower and whatnot. Like, all I need to do is just to rush. And I think I have a pretty good chance of rolling through a spam of Nobblers. Obviously, these carrions aren't really useful in like a one-on-one fight, but they can help. They can help against like just dispersing the enemy Nobbler firepower. We do have to deal with a lot of slingshots and trappers though, so that's a problem. What the fuck is this amazing? This is a decent enough ogre build depending on the opponent. Yeah, yeah. He gave me a really really good Tomb King's build. I don't think. I don't think. I mean, if I lose this, I'll be very mad at myself. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. I'm ready. Alright, ready when our opponent is, Good luck, have fun to them. Enjoy that Chariots of the Gods surfing through the Sea of Novelers. Oh boy, I'm... Like, the only thing that can stop the Chariot is, are the triple ogre characters. So, as long as I can avoid them, I should be fine, I think. Like, the Noveler build isn't too bad. I agree with Contrarian Codex, but yeah, and it's just this is I wouldn't be surprised if this Tomb King's build actually like shows up in a proper game, proper non-meme tourney. That is just a very neat like rush build overall with some fire support. That's just a balanced normal build, if anything. Maybe not Chariot of the Gods, but yeah, it's pretty normal. I would say. Looks like our opponent's ready. Good luck, have fun to them, and then I'm gonna start pushing. Like, it's got scrap launcher, man. Although too many scrap launchers against like a shitty meme army, it's also hard to like stop. So you know, they do some pretty nasty. Oof, that hurts. But I mean, I can only do so much against that. Where is yeah, we just need to keep shooting. Wait, what do you why can't you actually land on anything? Alright, go and fight that while I do that. Alright, alright. I am just gonna chill there and start pushing up. Shoot Scrag while you're at it. Wait, hold on. Why are you so routing so? Oh shit! You can't even beat Nobbler Slingers. These are Nobblers. What the fuck? Alright, let's just rush the front line, and then Scrag is just gonna get pinned down and shot to death or something. Alright, you can go and roll through these guys. Like, this is such a generous army, man. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, you're too kind, Power. Oh, these guys died. Alright, I'll just let them die there while I keep shooting down Scrag. Maybe I'm underestimating some of these Nobblers, though, to be fair. Alright, just keep them chasing everything down. Alright, go and roll through that. There is incantation of protection. Let them tank a little longer there. I probably can't activate any. I probably can't act. Oh, will I actually lose my game here? That would be very shameful if I do. All right, those are dead. Okay, we can kite now. Alright, I was underestimating the crab launcher. It's actually getting a lot of kills and getting some value back. Some, not a lot. And now I'm forced to like shoot. Alright, what does this do? Alright, go and fight that, I guess, while you're at it. shoot that. And alright, I think we're getting some pretty good push so far. Right. Just drive them back while you're at it, and maybe send these guys down to bog things down while you're at it. Oh, these are, oh shit, I forgot I upgraded the Pigbat Riders. Oh, that would be a shameful display if I lose this one. Alright, I'll go ahead and kill the Bruiser while you're at it. These guys can start running. And you can heal these guys. Give them some heals. Go and chase that guy. Go and fight these. You guys keep running away. And I still have some nobblers here. I mean some chaff here. Alright, you guys go and fight that. I have two. I don't think I can get a third round of Realm of Souls here. Alright. Carrions, you can fly away. And oh shit! Cetra is taking so much damage! What the hell, man? Alright, you go, come back. You come back. Don't fight. Don't go and fight Bragg. Don't suddenly go and fight Bragg. You can't do this. You don't want to do this for sure. Alright. Just fire another volley, and I think they will be done. Alright, go and play bumper cars with them. Fight them. You guys just keep chasing everything down. I think we got this. I think we got this, kind of. Alright, just shut this thingy down, and I think we should be good. Give him a little bit of tankiness, and Cetra comes in and bump this guy in the face. And everyone, just get some buffs, guys. Oh, did he get hit by this map? Oh shit. I'll save the summon later. Yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good position right now. I've got some pretty healthy units. These guys need to run the hell out of there and maybe get some heals from your healer. All right. We got this. I think we got this pretty nicely in the back. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I think we got a pretty comfortable win there. This is a... Yeah, I think it's mostly just power is too generous with his army build. Alright, TK versus OK. There we go. I honestly forgot that Bruiser Hero exists. Nobody cares about the guy. But it's funny that it has it has really interesting AoE attack buffs. I did use it once, or at least showcased it once when the DLC just came out, and I stacked it with some other attack buffs and debuffs with the Loot Master. I think it's called the Loot Master. Shit, I forgot the Lord name, or it's been so long since I used it. But yeah, the Loot Master has everybody has this price, or what's the ability called? Basically an attack buff because they shower the whole area with money and stuff like that. But yeah, Cetra, as usual, as expected, really carried the game there, running through nobblers and duking it out against enemy characters, and yeah, the Ushabtis held on pretty nicely. The Ushabti with Great Bows just absolutely sniping the shit out of Scrag. I feel like if this build doesn't have Ushabtis and just Skeleton Horsemen, they would have fared better. But do you know what I would have loved to see? Cut those Ushabtis with Great Bows, cut some of the Ushabtis, and just bring a bunch of Skeleton Chariots. That would be yeah, Cash Cascade. That is the ability. But yeah, chariots would be funny. the idea was I use only bird and bird-like units. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, there is Ushapti melee version doesn't seems like birds at all. But if you're bird-like units, then it would be sphinxes, no. But that would be OP. Yeah, standard MP caps. Yeah, only flying units is because the reason why I want to go standard MP caps is I want the army still having some sort of like limitation. I want to see shit armies, but I also don't want it to go too out of place. And suddenly you bring a bunch of like a full army of crossbows as the vampire counts. That would be weird, but yeah. I didn't want to stray from bird theme, otherwise it would be cherished. That's fair. That's fair. It is a very free. It's a tournament of a lot of freedom, I would say. So feel free to do what the fuck you want. And I mean, you will face defeat, but if that's something that you're willing to deal with, then it's who am I to say no to a bird themed build, right? But yeah. I think the Ushapti Great Bull ones are birds, but the melee ones are dogs. That's just like the Egyptian myths and stuff, or like imagery of their stuff. Right. So unfortunately, Milky Way will have to bow out of the tournament, and right. I'll just have to do some tournament adjusting, unfortunately. Okay, I am gonna fight Stravlet then. Which, oh no, I don't. Can I hold against? Okay, let me just message Stravlet and set up my lobby for this first. Wait, hold on. Why am I doing this? Gorgazon. All right. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right. So army build wise, we are going against the Grand Cafe build we saw in round 1. That is gonna be awkward. Give me a second. Let me think. How do we do this? Because I have no idea. I have no idea whether we can hold up against the tide of novelers ourselves. All right, now I got Grenadiers, 5 of them. 3 firing rocket launchers, 2 sky lanterns, and a 2 astromens. Oh wait, hold on. These are alchemists. 2 astromancers with the Wishing War compass. What do they have for kit? Okay, everything except Um, they have no spells except Comet of Cassandra, and then everything else is all equipped. And same for the other guy here. Let me just do that. And then Wishing War Compass. And then what does the Magistrate has? Everything and a Sky Lantern. How do I... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I'm missing some... Oh. Silver Chevron Sky Lanterns. Right, yeah, I think... Alright, I think we're set. Just waiting for our opponent to be ready now. We're fighting our own ogres once again. The key of this round is really just to wipe everything. Oh, shit! They're gonna Vanguard deploy and ambush my army. Oh, no. This is not gonna look... This is not gonna be... this is not gonna be great. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that, but I just got home from work before doing the build and had a slip of sight there, I guess. And it's like more of a theme thing, so don't worry about it. Just gotta... Like, it would be... Actually, it would be cool to do like a certain, like, themed meme army tourney, actually. Let me think of something later. Because, like, right now we have... This year we have a map meme tourney, which is the Glacier Lake one. We had the Trash Build this one, and then we should have... Make a themed army build. And restrict armies to, like, specific units with a certain theme. That would be cool, actually. Yeah, I should think about... I should think of something with that. That actually gave me a great idea. That gives me a pretty good idea on what to plan next. Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be rough because we might actually need to protect the firing rockets in like a tight formation. Because what I'm expecting is Nobbler Trappers are gonna ambush me from the back. So I'll need some Grenadiers to just screen them out. And just bomb the shit out of them. Something like that. While we have a couple grenades at the front that do the work. Alright, we'll set things up something like that, and actually that. We can't really do much here other than hope for the best. Alright, set them up there, set them up there. And then these Sky Lanterns are free to just sit in the skies and poke. Like, the only thing that's gonna shoot them are Slingers and Trappers, and neither of them are really good at shooting single entities, like, a tanky single entities like the Lanterns anyways. Okay. Our opponent seems to be ready as well. I have no idea how am I gonna use. Alright. Stop shooting. And I need you guys to move over and shoot that. Oh shit. They're just gonna annihilate. Oh, the trappers are in the front, so we can just move everything up forward and just bomb the trappers. I think we should be good to. We should be pretty good in that sense. Oh no! The melee characters are really coming through? I've got nothing to fight them! The single entities! Damn! Alright, I don't have anything to fight the single entities, that's the problem. Alright, you guys just guard mode, guys. Duke it out, I don't care. Oh, do I really need to use this strat? Keep bombing them. I don't want to use this strat, but looks like I have no choice but to do it that way. Okay. Wow, they just hit everything there. Can they hit that? Actually, I wonder. Shoot that while these guys are busy. Alright, alright. Here comes the most desperate of strats. 3, 2, 1. No! They ran away! Nothing hit. Oh, that hurts so much. Alright, poke at them, I guess. You guys are really having issues hitting anything. The hot air balloons! The hot air balloons can't carry this shit! They can't carry this shit at all! Alright, you guys just free fire, I guess. I don't have any choice. I don't know how to deal with these single entities at this point. I really don't. Wait, why are you shooting at stuff that are not your target? Guns? Poke them, please! Yeah, they're doing so slowly. Alright, I just have to drop and run. I can't use these artillery. They're just not doing much damage, damn it. Come on! Alright, did some damage, I guess. Doesn't do much. Oh shit, they got caught. Alright. GG. Just keep poking them down. Oh no! The crew, they're running off the map! Alright, you guys run. You guys are, actually, you know what? Just shoot that while you go and fight that. The rockets. Okay, these guys just keep poking. You go and hunt that down. Oh shit, there's still so much stuff on the ground. Alright, shoot that, I guess, while you're at it. You don't really have much. I don't really have much choice here. I need to poke down on the single entities as much as possible. Alright, we still have some rockets left. Alright, I'll just drop some rocks here. 3, 2, 1. Keep dropping rocks and then maybe drop like a lightning here. Oh, I can't do that. Tank it, tank it. Alright, just stick it in there. Come on! Rock? Drop it in! Alright, I don't think we really have much choice other than to just keep dropping everything on the ground. Rocks? Come on, no! Nope, the rocks didn't do anything. They need to get a direct hit on Scrag. Oh yeah, the rocket that got a hit. But yeah, the rest of the army is just not doing jack shit. This is not ideal. Run away! Save yourselves! Oh, these guys are oh shit. We can kill Scrag, I think, but I don't think we can kill anything else. We don't have enough to kill everything else. We got a direct hit, but yeah, that's about it. We might should. The hot air balloons are ticking too long. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I have skills. I forgot this guy has skills. Not that it would do much to change the outcome of battle, anyways. But yeah, they could have done something, I guess. That's still a whole lot of army to go through. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. These hot air balloons are just sitting in the sky. It's got nothing to do, and then the Grand Force just got wiped. Yeah, I have to say this Noveler army isn't too bad. I mean, maybe I should try it in an actual 20 myself. Like. Yeah, I'm not gonna drag it out, I'm gonna concede at this point. We're winning on value, but yeah, our ground forces are all wiped, so I'm just gonna concede over here. GG to my opponent there, that is gonna be GZ versus... Okay. Straplets! Hot air balloons, it's just too strong! Damn it! Or maybe it's just too weak, to be exact. Alright, let me just quickly save the combat results. And yeah, the rockets did some work here, but unfortunately there's just too many infantry and my ground force just got wiped as soon as the melee units get in range. Especially the single entities have got no good solutions to counteract them. The rockets, if they are given time to shoot, they can get a lot of kills. After all, it's almost a whole army of nobblers. It's just the characters that aren't nobblers. Even the scrap launchers are operated by nobblers. Maybe I really should have just cut out the bruiser. Oh wait, no. Even if I cut out the artillery, then interesting. Okay, looks like Angel will have to concede as well, and I think we might have to. Alright, I think because of 2 players dropping out due to unforeseen circumstances, we will just have to end the tournament action here. We wouldn't have a round 4, but we do have maybe 1 or 2 replays from the previous rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and ask. I'm gonna have to quickly ask around because I do want to grab the couple other replays that we haven't seen yet. Yeah. Wait, Tomb Kings versus the... Hold on, let me just quickly check. We have... That is Tomb... Alright, I think we got 1 replay so far. And oh damn, we don't have a lot of replays today then. Okay, I will just cast whatever I got. Unfortunately, yeah, we just don't have a lot of signups today, so yeah, it will be a bit of a short one for today. But yeah, overall we are seeing some pretty weird army builds, and oh god, what are these Nobler Trappers doing? Oh wait, they wiped out my infantry and artillery. That makes sense. And yeah, they got some pretty solid fighting. Oh, I really should have used the Nangao Grenadiers a bit better as well, because I forgot they have the ability to reduce melee stats and whatnot. But either ways, yeah. I designed way too good of a Ogre Kingdom's army for my opponents to use, and as a result, I suffered a defeat. Alright, let me just quickly check this one. Oh. Yeah, I think that is gonna be GG for the Vampire. Oh wait, hold on. I think maybe the Vampire Coast still have a chance here. Maybe, just maybe they have a chance. Not the big, like, oh, actually, never mind. I think the Ushaptis are gonna make short work of this Vampire Coast army. All right, so we've seen both armies before, so I'm just gonna quickly run through them and be done. Tomb Kings, a front line of skeleton warriors supporting Ushaptis, backed up by Ushapti Great Bulls and four Carrions, led by Cetra on his Chariot of the Gods, and Necrotact, the Chariot of the Gods, also have some pretty good spells. Yeah, we have the Jab's Incantation of Curse Blades, Incantation of Protection, and the Blessed Blade of Petra, all very good abilities, strong abilities to support the army. And Crown of Nekara, that's pretty good, but like nothing too insane. And Restless Dead, every time he activates the spell, the whole army gets a passive heal. Not a whole lot, but it adds up. On the other side, for the Vampire Coast, for Bloated Corpses, how can you have a meme 20 without Bloated Corpses, right? Front line of deckhand mobs with some bomber mobs as well, and a bunch of mortars. Very good at annihilating infantry chaff, but unfortunately against monsters not so much, and a Queen Bess as well. A lot of mortars suddenly flying towards these Carrions, and entirely missing their shots. Very unfortunate there. Not that they can really do much about it. And oh, Cetra is coming in to pick off those Chariot of the Gods. Leading the army is Luva Harkon, supported by a Gallows Giant, and that's about it for the Vampire Coast as well. And yeah, I'm gonna fast forward here because I think the Vampire Coast might be a bit of a trouble. They're the Bloated Corpses. They're gonna get picked off by Cetra, and yeah, boom. Cetra picked off one and then picked off an... Oh, wait, looks like there is a Hornswaggle. Yeah, Hornswaggle does have a 25% speed reduction, and then combined with Frostbite from the Mongol Hunter, Cetra is getting absolutely slapped here with pokes from Luther Harkon's pistol. Yeah, Cetra is in this quite a bit of trouble. He's... Oh, Power Recharge also... Oh, and Disruption. I was wondering why he didn't use the physical resistance from the Neru's Incantation Protection. I forgot. There is a Disruption. Luther Harkon has this... Yeah, Luther Harkon has a disruption ability with the missile and can silence with a contact effect. And Cetra was not able to get any damage mitigation. There's no active heals for him outside of Restless Death as well. And he's getting absolutely slapped here. Slowed down by the Frostbite. He is not able to escape from the grasp of the Mongol Hunter. He doesn't have that much speed to begin with. And the Chilling Aura from the Mongol Hunter. That is a total 60% speed reduction. Yeah, this guy is not running away. Cetra needs something. Cetra needs help, but there's nothing to help him right now. And as all the Ushaptis are committed onto the other side of the battlefield, being thrown towards the bomber mobs. Now, of course, Cetra going down isn't the end of the world here. They can still use the Ushaptis and try and carry it, especially with the firepower of the Ushapti Great Bulls. But it is still not ideal to lose out on Cetra. And so some carrions are coming back. Very clever use of the Mongol Hunter. I wasn't even aware that Luther Harkon has a disrupt shooting effect. Huh, interesting. Anyways, unfortunately the Gallows Giant is outgunned by those Ushapti Great Bulls and taking a lot of damage instead of doing much in return. Now surrounded by the Ushaptis as well. Yeah, it's not ideal right now for the Vampire Coast for sure, outside of the Cetra engagement. But the Mongol Hunter is doing fine for now. Bombers are bombing Ushaptis, not taking a whole lot of damage due to the armor and low unit model count, and they're just rolling straight through the bomber front line. And Queen Bess is almost done for. Did he got... Yeah, the Carrions attacked him, but at the same time the bombers just blowed up the Carrions. I guess that's why... the crew is so damaged, I guess. But yeah, Mortars continues fire. Cetra has now outran the Mongol Hunter as the Mongol Hunter got distracted by the Carrions earlier. Now the bombers are moving in place and probably gonna try and blow up those skeleton warriors. And there goes one unit of skeleton warriors. I didn't really highlight it because I'm more interested in what Cetra is gonna deal with in the rest of the battle there. We can catch up on the bloated corpses later, as we saw one of them being picked off by Cetra. Anyways, and yeah, you can see the Tomb King's army is having a very solid lead on melee fighting power. There's nothing really to pressure the Ushapti Great Bulls at the back. The zombie Deccan mobs pushed up, but then being pinned down by the Necro attack. So the Mongol Hunter is just trying to chase after Cetra here. So he's constantly getting passive heals, not only from his own Restless Stat passive, but also from the Realm of Souls passive. A little bit of Flamethrower from the Gallows Giant, but that shall be I think that shall be a win for the Tomb King's army, as it is just a very balanced melee rush army in a trash fire tourney where everyone goes with missiles, with very low amount of melee units to protect their missile assets. There's not really much to mitigate that melee threat. And yeah, the bloated corpses, only one of them did anything. The others got picked off. So I'm not gonna highlight them as they really didn't do too much. I assume some of them ran into the Ushaptis and that's about it. And yeah, and Queen Bess really didn't do much, as there's only air targets, monster units, or some cheap chaff infantry that it didn't quite manage to hit. And I was quite impressed with the Mongol Hunter though. Like, it's absolutely slapped down Cetra the Imperishable. Just unfortunately the Carrions came in and distracted him, and he let the Imperishable flee away. Alright. We might have one or two more replays for the day. Okay, we have two more replays. Let me just download them. Both are from General Eisenbart. And yeah, appreciate him for sending in the replays. That gives us a little bit more material. As okay, let's quickly go through this because I don't think we have a lot of questions about this army build between the very balanced Tomb King's army versus General Eisenbart's army. This is the first time we've seen it actually. Dark Elves, 4 units of bolt throwers, 3 harpies, 2 dart riders, 2 swords, and all of them, well, outside of the bleak swords, everything is gold chevron. The bleak swords also have quite a few chevrons themselves. I'm gonna skip the Tomb King's army because we've seen it already. But yeah, a lot of money went into the bleak the upgrades. Now for spellcasting, 3-hole spellcaster. As for the reason why, that's because the Supreme Sorceress with dark magic has this access to the Power of Darkness spell, which can sacrifice your own units to causing damage to your own units and get more winds of magic. But the only thing you can do is to cast more of these Power of Darkness spells. So you're gonna do damage to yourself and to get more damage, and just to do more damage to yourself to get more damage. And yeah, it's gonna be absolutely useless as a spell. We're gonna fast forward here. As the Ushabti and skeleton frontline pushes forward, and there's nothing guarding those Reaper Bolt Throwers at all, and they're immediately subjected to melee threats and silenced by the Bolt Thrower, silenced by the Harpies. So the Bolt Throwers are silenced, which means the Ushabtis are rushing forward unimpeded, and they are free to just roll through the bleak swords at the front. I mean, there were actually some, there are Harpies and Dart Riders to screen off some of these carrions, but unfortunately they are a little bit too late there. 1-2 crews got knocked out before they managed to pick off all the bolt throwers, and the bolt throwers did manage to get some damage done. Unfortunately, at the same time, the Ushabtis are rolling straight through their bleak swords front line, and unlike a normal battle, this time they don't have any Cold One Knights to save them. So yeah, the Cold Ones are not there, and Ushabti's skeletons, warriors are able to push through the bleak swords and start shutting down the remaining bolt throwers. And without the bolt thrower fire support, the Ushabtis are unopposed at this point. Oh, then there are the triple. Okay, some of the Ushabtis got shut down by the triple caster. The casters took quite a bit of damage, but the Harpies and yeah, the sorceresses all dived in and really tried to shut down those great bolt Ushabtis. But unfortunately, the rest of their army is pretty much disintegrated. I feel like a better idea would really just protect the bolt throwers, as they're the best bet to take down the Ushabtis. Intercept the carrions before they manage to get to the artillery. Yeah, using the Harpies to buy more time for the bolt throwers to shoot. But otherwise, that is gonna be it for this one. There's no point in using the Power of Darkness. Even if you get more magic, there's nothing to use it on. And that is gonna be GG there, as this Dark Elf army is really cursed, and really is just shooting yourself in the foot in every single way possible. While the Ushabtis rolled through their front line with nothing to stop them, really. Yeah. That should be it for this one. And we have one more battle to go, and that should be the end of the 20. It's a bit of a short one today, unfortunately, but yeah, it does happen sometimes. Meme 20s, unfortunately, it doesn't always have the most signups, and yeah. But yeah, we'll be back with more tournament action later on this weekend. I have 8 battles to cast from a playoff from the Vermin League. From a Vermin League event. I think it's, but yeah, I think it's a Vermin League event. I forgot the details, but yeah, I'll be casting another. I will be casting some really exciting multiplayer event action, and yeah. So be sure to drop by if you have time and check it out. Anyways, for the army builds here, we have the Cathay army of Grenadiers, rockets, and 3 hot air balloons. And on the other side, we have a bunch of bolt throwers, a couple of swords, a couple of bleak swords, dart riders, multiple harpies, and the sorceress with self-damaging dark magic. Immediately, the firing rockets are launching their shots into the bolt throwers. Bolt throwers are firing back and trying to knock out the enemy's firing rockets right now. Bolt throwers should have the precision artillery advantage here, and they're already knocking out some of the enemy's artillery models. Immediately, you can see those explosions or like the dust of artillery models being knocked out there. And Nango Grenadiers, they're pushing up, but they might just get dropped and disrupted by a bunch of harpies. Bleak Swords are moving up, but they are going to be braving some explosions. Same goes for some of these harpies there. Yeah, the Bleak Swords are taking an absolute beating from the explosives there. But yeah, at the same time, the firing rockets are slowly getting knocked out. And this is really I think these two builds are the builds that we've seen the most defeat. Okay, we've not seen a lot of defeats from the bolt throwers, from the Dark Elves. But we've seen the Grand Cafe losing every single battle so far. So can they win this one? We shall see, but I feel like it is not very likely, actually. The artillery is all getting knocked out. All these artillery models are dead, ripped to cows. And there's nothing to protect the Dark Riders, protect them from the Dark Riders as well. And I totally forgot to use these skills. These would have been quite useful in our battle there. But yeah. Other than that, yep, the rockets are knocked out. The grenades are getting tied down by harpies or by other sorcerers and whatnot. And they even dropped in the Heaven's Flash Bombs, trying to survive desperately a little bit longer. But we shall see if that's gonna happen. And they managed to rout off the Bleak Swords though, but there are still a lot of harpies around. They might want to start dropping in some bound spells and trying to knock out some of the harpies and whatnot. Even if that means a friendly fire. But yeah, I think that shall be it here. The Lord Magistrate, usually very safely in disguise, but getting ganged up on by a bunch of sorcerers of dark magic. I mean, I'm sure he would be enjoying this with some very captivating dark elf ladies in interesting fashion choices. I'm not going to zoom too close. I don't want to get demonetized or banned. And yeah, there goes. They actually knocked out one of the hot air balloons, and now the second Sky Lantern is falling victim. There's a third one on the far side, but not really doing much. Hooray! There's the... Oh shit, the comic of Cassandra is still killing frames. But yeah, I don't think it knocked out even a single artillery model though. Yeah, all artillery models are online. So yeah, that should be it here. And there you go. The shittiest build of the 20. I feel like we've seen similar builds in such tourneys for the most part. I imagine you can make some really garbage combinations with Demons of Chaos, for example. It would be fun to see it, but unfortunately it also relies on having more players with to show more variety of builds. Because usually the worst builds are indeed artillery spam, which is what we're seeing in the two of the shittier builds here. And I might actually have to limit artillery and missile numbers in the future ones. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we do another meme event like this. Well, we will do more meme events. Just we probably won't do another trash build event so soon. So that's the thing. So yeah, we might have to limit the artillery numbers and yeah. That is, I mean, as expected, all the melee units did some really good damage in knocking out the missiles and artillery. So yeah, while the lanterns and hot air balloons didn't really do a whole lot in combat. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoy this trash build 20. And we'll be back with even more multiplayer action by the end of this week. Yeah, around Saturday. That should be the plan. And of course, as usual, Wednesdays every week we will be doing more multiplayer tournaments. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed the 20, whether you've been playing in it or just checking out the stream and looking at really shitty army builds and looking at Comet of Cassandra knocking out a Queen Bess and other interesting moments of the 20. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out.